Hey 12 and welcome to the video for the third part here in this topic in MM5, Applications of Trigonometry. We're looking at the trigonometry now with obtuse angles. Remember, obtuse angles are greater than 90 degrees, less than 180 degrees. Seems an unusual concept right now because we have been using trigonometry for right angle triangles and no angle in a right angle triangle can be greater than 90. Nonetheless, we're about to find out how this works, but to begin with, we need a little bit of groundwork. We need to learn some rules, is all we're going to do, about what trig functions, what happens with them when we get to obtuse angles. Now, you will find with your calculator that you can punch in all sorts of things, right? So, for example, if I try the sine of 100, what happens? I get an answer of 0.98. I think you're going to find that that's very much like, right, let's have a look. What's the sine of 80? Sine of 80. Ooh, very similar. Coincidence? I think not. Nonetheless, if we type these things in, I think we're going to find that this one is positive, but this one is negative. This is negative. Then we're going to find this is positive. This is negative. This is negative. We're going to find that this is positive, although only a very small number. This is negative, and this is also negative. Right? I think that's what we're going to find when we do those things. You do that for me. Confirm it. Do you see a pattern? Yes. For obtuse angles, sine are positive, cos and tan are negative. There you go. Something else that we can learn about these things. So sine is always sine is positive for obtuse angles. Tan and cos are negative, right? And we do have some other relationship here as well. That if we are to find the supplement of our obtuse angle, the supplement of our obtuse angle is an acute angle. Remember, supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. So, the sine for obtuse angles, the sine of the angle is equal to the sine of the supplement. The cos of the angle is the negative cos of the supplement. And the tan of the angle is equal to the negative tan of the supplement. Right? So we're going to find the supplement for these if we have to calculate some values. So here we go. Equivalent acute angles. Right. Sine of 140 is equal to the sine of 40, right? They add up to 180 degrees. If I type in sine 140, right, minus sine 40, I'll get 0. Now, the cos of 145 is going to be a negative number. So, 145 plus 35 adds up to 180. The supplement of this is 180, is 35 degrees. So, this is equal to the negative cos of 35 degrees. Again, confirm that on your calculator if you like. Type in cos 145 minus cos 35 should be equal to 0. Tan also is negative. That's the negative tan of 70 degrees. Okay, tan 110 is equal to the negative tan of 70. Now for these ones here, oops, I've got a little typo here. Don't ignore that decimal place. That should be negative 0.3567. Now, the way we're going to do this is I'm going to take the positive of this, right, do the inverse cos, and then, right, do inverse cos, and then take that away from 180. Calculator. So, I'm going to take the positive part of that. I'm going to say 0.3567. Oops, sorry. The inverse cos of 0.3567 equals this, right? 69 degrees. Take that away from 180 minus my answer equals 110 degrees 50. Let's say 54. 110 54. Right. And I could confirm that's the case by doing the cos of that, right? Let's just satisfy ourselves. I'll clear the cos of 110 degrees 54 minutes equals negative 0.3567. Right, that's with a little bit of rounding error in there. Rightio. So we took the positive, right, I made it positive, did the inverse cos, and then took my answer away from 180. Sometimes your calculator gets it right without doing all of those steps. Sometimes it doesn't. Now let's do the same thing here. Do the positive of that. So I'm going to find the inverse tan of 6 over 8 equals, I get this, and I'm going to take that away from 180. So 180 minus my last answer equals 143 and 8, let's say. So theta equals 143 degrees 8 minutes. Again, let's check that works out. So we're going to take the tan of 143 degrees 8 minutes equals negative 0.75, which is about 3/4, which is about 6/8. Right, to within a rounding error. Right, that's nice. And now for sine is the different one, right? Because it's already positive. So I do the inverse sine of that. Inverse sine of 0.64893. Inverse sine is that. Take that away from 180. And I get 139.32. 39. And again, if I do the sine of this, I'll get this number here. Rightio. So that is the sine, cos, and tan, right? Trigonometry with obtuse angles. Okay, check it out. It'll make sense shortly.